Oh, greetings, a traveler. The tarnished swords. Yes, I can see it. The golden gleam of grace behind your eyes. Yes, come sit. We don't often find ourselves in the company of such reasonable people. I mean, you aren't trying to kill me yet, yes? Now then, if you're on this route, you must be on your way to Castle Moore. It's night. The cavalry should be out and around for some time. Oh? You don't know the cavalry? Oh, you are tarnished. You'll learn in time enough. I... I don't have much to offer. I'm rarely able to secure, more keep my hands on my own things. I'd much rather share it with the worst off of my people. Perhaps, from a time far, far older, I was a storyteller. I've seen a great many of things and traveled with a great number of compatriots. Would you like to hear one such tale? You are a new tarnished, so it may prove vital. I can yet start with the beginning with the night cavalry. Prepare you for your journey, and maybe you'll find yourself knowing just a bit more than what you expected out of this old merchant. Does that sound fine? Excellent. I must apologize. Company isn't so kindred around these parts. Allow me to begin then. Allow me to tell you a story from when the first grace guided star fell from that distant night sky. How about we start somewhere nice, yes? The beginning of America's lineage. Not the golden one, mind you, but her lineage in general. You know America, right? The eternal, the once bearer of the Elden Ring. Where else do you think your grace leads you? Yes, long, long ago, in the very beginning, 'twas the founding of the Golden Order and its capital, Lyondell. She was granted the greatest of blessings and boons, the Elden Ring, by the greater will. The interlocking intricacies controlling the very rules of our land and control over death. A grand thing, though this was in a time of strife. Dragons grazed the clouds, giants trekked the mountains. The rule of gold was yet to make a foundation, so she did something where America would rule over the very spirits and minds of her people. She would need someone to rule over in body and strength to enforce her will. Thus the name Elden Lord became a thing. The very thing you aspire to be. You must also know then that you would become the third in this line, since you follow your grace closely. Before you was Radagon, before him was Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. A vicious warrior, greater than any might. But we haven't reached that part of the story yet. Godfrey was a great brute of a man, the warrior king bearing nothing but his fist and great axe, dashed in scarlet red viscous liquid. Unfitting of the civility of the grace of Elden Lord, so a solution was found. Bound to its back would be Surash, a great lion beast meant to quench his lust for battle. You wouldn't think it so, but it worked. He calmed. He wasn't as loved as America, no, but he was capable, and he garnered respect and admiration from his legions. And America made a grand choice because of this. One she would come to regret at first, but it would have its merits and fruits, as all things in this land do. She bore children with Godfrey, 2 children, both omen-cursed children. You must admit, the look on their faces must have been astounding. Yes, the omen curse. Perhaps it started with them, perhaps not. I have an idea of sorts, but it's not that relevant to this part of the story. We continue. Mogwin and Morgott, the 2 omen children of Marika the Eternal. None would know this, or at least a very few would know and not speak a word of this, for it was embarrassing. Children disfigured with graying skin, boisterous bills, and horns innumerable across their bodies. Yet still just as sane as any of us. Unthinkable. The entire curse was. So they found a solution of sorts, as the Golden Order always does. The Golden Order has committed many atrocities. I want you to know I despise them. This solution they came up with, this began the act, the long-standing method, the normalcy of this great horror. Their own children, they would cut the horns from their omen babies. Most would die, and the survivors would be cast into Liondel's underbelly. The omen babies of the royal families would be safe from the lesser of the act, keeping their horns, but finding themselves trapped in those dark, murky caves, dreaming of horrid spirits and waking the terrible and unholy caves, ever dark. Ironic, being just beneath the seat of the very god of these lands. Look here. The few moral curiosities I keep, a bairn, horned in its features. One of the many fetishes created in the time and tradition, a sickly thing created to memorize the children of the royalty, yet cast away to the depths. Morgott and Mogwin were subject to this, finding themselves banished to the depths. And from here, the path of the 2 omen demigods diverged greatly. Mogwin simply allowed himself to go further and further into the depths, finding his purpose in something altogether more vicious than the Golden Order. Morgott, however, watched from just below the surface. As once people who shunned him, he watched them balloon. He offered them his loving gaze and his care, and cast his gaze from the people to the Erd Tree. And in this shame he was defiled in, he found something greater: faith and loyalty. Despite the curse that writhed within his blood, despite the hatred that cast him to the nightmarish crypts, he loved his people. he left the Erd Tree. Perhaps the most noble of the demigods in some sort, but I'll allow you to draw your own conclusions. Long in the depths, he found himself to be rather potent, powerful. The omen wrath he scorned and the golden vigor churned together into a greater power. And with it he vowed to protect his people from anything that would dare come to bring harm to them, that would dare defile the grace of the Erd Tree. Morgott, however, found himself in the abyssal depths. Murky water threatened to drown him, and there he found them, an outer god to worship. Many of these exist. America even has one she serves as well. Yet, he found the goddess of blood. At least that is an interpretation of what it was. And she loved him for the blood he bore, not the gold-tinged veins, but the boils that bore the weight of omens. She bestowed upon him the purpose he was searching for, and he would go on to do something vile and uncanny. Yet, we're not at that part of the story. Now, allow me to show you the few temporal dignities bestowed upon the outcast omen. A weapon made to conserve skill and time, and with the underlying intent of taking it away. These blades, despite being given to drafted omen to use to fight during the collapse, are simply insignias of filth beneath the Golden Order. The sun will be out soon, so I should behest you with what you were wanting for. The Shattering. Cataclysmic events you will know much more about in the future. I'm sure the Shattering was great, and it was an opportunity for all to become something more. Every demigod snatched at the remnants of gold, but not some more gods. All who would take the fragments of the once Elden Ring would be inclined to find more, to ascend, to become Elden Lord. Yet this would defy the very Golden Order he loved, everlasting. And so he sought to protect it. He united the Cavalry, an enlistment of knights donning midnight black armor, the challengers of the great and ambitious, made to stop any who would dare think of becoming Lord in their tracks. Morgott battled Radahn under the city, and outspread the Knights' Cavalry. I even made a song for it. Taking to land, lake, field, and mountain alike. No road is safe under the cover of night, though even the keen ones lay upon them their sight. It will be too late, their wrath is your right. Many avoid them, and the weak they ignore. But those who are strong, those with the very thoughts of gold aligning with the defilements, the will of the Golden Order shattered, they will make haste into extinguishing that very flame of ambition. Yes, Morgott, I believe, still lies in the underbelly of Lionel. I'd be cautious still if you ever make it there. The Night Cavalry left me well enough alone, but you tarnished or the very thing and threat they mean to end. Caution the dark roads at night. Morgott is skilled, capable of manifesting apparitions of himself far, far from where he truly is. Even all the way here, he may yet find you still. Caution those dark roads, friend. The sun is up. Time for the both of us to depart. I hope to see you again soon, and perhaps I may stay here, perhaps I may head north, do some sightseeing and fair trading. Best of luck, tarnished champion. Hey guys, this is post editing waits, and I wanted to say thank you if you watched this all the way through. This is just me clarifying that I see I see the many beeps and audio stuff. I'm kind of new to all this, and just letting you know that I'd appreciate. This is kind of crusty to ask. I'd appreciate if you subscribe and liked, because that would help me be able to create better quality stuff and learn what I'm actually doing. I heard that beep. Yeah, I kind of hate it too, but I'll try to see if I can do something about that in the next video. Um, this channel isn't a lore channel about different stuff. Well, it is. I am a lore nerd of sorts. I'm gonna be doing stuff on other games, so if you have any suggestions, I'll be happy to take those. But as of now, I have plans for lore for like Warframe, Destiny, Genshin, Elden Ring. There's a bunch of like heavy lore stuff, and I'll be learning more about different games. So I can do that for y'all. I want to be uploading gameplays as well, because I consider myself funny when funny is right. Yeah, I have my so so I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe. I'll probably respond to comments, and if I see any subscribers actually subscribe, I already know I'm gonna cry. I have a Twitch, which I'm probably gonna link. I'm gonna start streaming more often if I can. My stream's kind of below at the moment, but this is pretty much a learning experience for myself, and I found out like yesterday. You know what? Y'all don't even know me that well. I don't know y'all that well, so I'm not gonna throw all my crazy shit out there. Just thanks for watching, and I'll hope to see you in the next one. And apologies for all the beeps. This is a very ragtag recording thing I got going on. So stay patient, and I'll be seeing you later. Thank you.